Here at Tassajara Zen Mountain Center, we're going to meet Kaz Tanahashi. He's giving a workshop on one-stroke brush painting. In this peaceful setting, his students have gathered to center themselves in Zen meditation and to learn calligraphy. Kaz was born and trained in Japan. His father was a Shinto priest. He has written more than 25 books and has translated the writings of the great 13th century Zen master Dogen into English. Kaz has had solo exhibitions of his calligraphic paintings internationally. He has taught East Asian calligraphy at 8 international conferences of calligraphy and lettering. Also a peace and environmental worker for decades, he is a fellow of the World Academy of Art and Science. Well, we're here in the yurt at Tassajara, and my friend Kaz Tanahashi is conducting a seminar here about how to do one-stroke brush paintings and also calligraphy. Kaz, we first met each other, I think, in 1977.
Yes.
And not long after that, you started this one-stroke brush technique.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell us how you got started on that and how it's important to you?
Well, I'm a East Asian style calligrapher, Chinese, Japanese, Korean. So for calligraphy, being present and then drawing lines decisively is really important. We don't go back and touch up.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it would be nice to do this practice just by drawing one line and see if this line can stand as an entire piece of artwork.
Mm-hmm. Now, when I first saw your work,
mm-hmm.
you had examples of your work around the walls of your apartment in San Francisco, and I looked at this and I thought, what is this man doing? And then you gave a seminar and I saw your students' work, and then I looked at your work, and it was then that I could tell that there was something about the way you made these one-stroke paintings that made it come alive. Could you tell us a little bit about that? What's the difference?
Well, I think, I don't know, but in my kind of mind, just being really present, you know, to really appreciate the kind of preciousness of this moment, this is my focus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about other people, maybe they have the same intention.
Uh-huh. Would you talk about this piece here?
Well, as you can see, this is a Greek letter, alpha. It's a very profound, very spiritual symbol.
Because it's the beginning, coming
mm-hmm.
from nothing, yes.
So this is the first time I tried an alphabetic letter, and in that kind of East Asian technique. So I think, in a way, I've sort of gone through a cultural barrier for the first time since I married Linda, my wife.
Uh-huh. You've done demonstrations of this one-stroke brush technique all around the country, and I think in other places around the world. And what was the cathedral in New York where you performed?
Cathedral of St. John the Divine.
And
I had a show there, but I created 20 paintings by one stroke with a human-sized, actually 2 human-sized brushes.
And how wide were those?
Well, the base is like a human waist, you know, wooden ball, wooden handle, and then strips of felt as bristle.
Right, right. Okay. Well, I'm going to bring the camera around, and if you could go around the room and show some of your work here and explain them to us. Okay?
Okay. This is a one-stroke painting, part of a series called Happiness, and acrylic paint on canvas. And I first poured blue paint, golden paint, And also I created a brush about this wide with a wooden kind of stick, and then with a handle this much. And then I was kind of painting like this. So by one brush movement, this was created.
Okay.
And this is another painting, a series of happiness. And you can see it's some more kind of dancing brush movement, kind of the brush going up and down with joy and excitement. And then the next one is Chinese East Asian character, meaning now, the present moment. So originally this character has a roof, and then the bottom part means all things. So that which covers all things is now, the present moment. And usually East Asian calligraphy is done with black ink on white paper, but this was done with a little dark blue and gold, because this is America and we're in California, so we have gold. And this is a character meaning life, and you can see this sort of frame in a scroll form made of canvas. And this is a work called Mystery, and then just a dot. It doesn't mean anything in the East Asian system. Sometimes I feel like expressing something, some kind of joy and urge and fear and love. You can't express by words, so I sort of found a way to express it as a dot, which is a part of characters, but it doesn't mean itself. And this is a circle. Zen circle is called Enso. It's supposed to represent completeness of each moment, enlightenment. So the title is Miracles of Each Moment, purple. And this is a circle of peace. As you can see, this was done again by one stroke without going back, but the brush was a little bit kind of broken in a chaotic shape. And then I poured paint first, blue paint and green paint and golden paint, and then sort of brushed it off over the paint. And this is again Miracles of Each Moment with green paint. Sometimes I like to have circle incomplete, so that can include all other things, include everyone. And this is again Enso, Zen circle, but different from the tradition. We use color. This is America. We need kind of diversity in different opinions and background, which should be all inclusive. So that's how I came up with this idea of colorful Zen circle.
Kaz, could you give us an example? Could you actually perform a one-stroke painting right now?
Yes.
Okay, could we see that with a smaller brush? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to draw a circle with a brush.
Okay, now I would like to try doing that.
Okay, please.
Okay, now it's my turn. I'm going to try this. Well, mine looks a little plain compared to yours, which is this. So let me try with a bigger brush and maybe a little slower. I'm not used to these such big brushes, but let me see what I can do. Let me try doing it with one stroke. Okay, let's put it this way.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. And this is something the audience can try with, maybe not with a brush this big, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. It has to be kind of sloppy, so. Yeah. Well,
Good.
and this is this is the first one you did that the camera didn't catch, but I find that rather interesting. It almost reminds me of bamboo, in a way. Yeah. Okay. I can see that you could really become addicted to this one-stroke business when you see what's possible. But I don't know how you can control sloppiness. It just sort of happens, doesn't it? So, no.
Just kind of you enjoy, sloppiness.
It's okay this way, This is my last one, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I think.
Sloppy is good.
All right.
Oh, very powerful.
All right. One last one. This is.
5 more last one. Let me give you a suggestion. You start from outside paper and then go off the paper. Try one more time.
Okay. I'll get a little bit of ink in here. Try going off the paper? It's
Yeah,
okay.
from off the paper.
Okay. All right.
And it makes much more sense, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This will be my very last one, I promise.
Yeah.
This is, you can really go on and on with this.
Second last one.
Yeah, I'm tempted to do something down here, but that's against the rules, isn't it?
Oh, you can do that.
No, I
You
can't.
have a license to do anything.
All right. I took a refreshing break from what was becoming frenetic and exhausting one-stroke brushwork and wandered around Tassajara for a while. I finally settled in and decided to do some Zen meditation, and then I returned to Kaz's workshop to film some of his students and to learn about what they were experiencing.
I do this to find a calm and serenity. I'm not getting it particularly now in doing it, but I can see that as I go forward and practice this, that it'll be a thing where I will go, if I feel chaotic or ill at ease, I can go and draw and restore my sanity.
I've come to Tassajara for about 20 years, learning to meditate, learning to be in the moment. And this workshop is my gift to myself for my retirement, learning more about brushwork. I'm a plein air watercolorist, which means I go out in the country and I paint scenes on site. And I also work in a studio in my home. Right now I'm working on a character for eternity, or eternal, or timeless. Well, it's very difficult to be pleased with the characters that you make, and part of the learning process is giving up or letting go of that so that you can progress. Kaz has a really interesting approach. He uses a great deal of humor and seriousness. He helps us to lighten up who we are and what we're doing so that we can be in the moment, so that we can focus on exactly what we're doing. And that's one of the goals of this workshop, is to do exactly that, be in the moment and study the character and try to understand the character better. And the repetition certainly helps that too. But it's real easy to not feel successful. And he's helped us to be clear with the fact that that's part of the learning process, that the disasters that you feel you're having are just another step in learning the character and the nature of the material that you're working with.
And I come here each visit to learn something more about Buddhism and meditation. And this trip was to learn something of calligraphy from a master, a Japanese master. It's 5 days and it's very frustrating. It's a lot of anger and frustration, and serenity comes eventually. And Kaz is a man who has a purpose. He's very purposeful, and he's always focused on his students and how to go about doing this, and what it means in a spiritual sense. And I'm trying to absorb that. So, and he told us to start off come at it from a direction, and every line has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And that's not so easy to understand without drawing hundreds of these, but I think it's hard not to judge, but I can see that I could wear myself out judging my success or failure. And I find it very fulfilling. That is the cursive expression, Chinese expression of healing. Okay, here is the cursive figure by the master, the Chinese master, and here is my interpretation of it. It's so-so, but I messed up a little bit there in comparison to this figure. But I did get the design of it, reasonably well. And it's, for me to progress in this, I've got to quit judging and start free-flowing, I've got to let go and not be so careful, and relax and do these natural flow. I'm not going to be this person. I'm going to be this person.
So each day we do our workshop, we start with sitting zazen and we meditate. It started out very briefly, and each day it increases in time. And we work on our posture, and we work on our focus, and we work on emptying our mind.
I hope that somehow I can connect this to Buddhism. I don't know I feel like I will be able to, but I'm not quite able to do it now, you know. But as in most things that I've come to be aware of in Buddhism, it takes time and it happens spontaneously. It happens when I'm least expecting it. And this I can see, I saw it when I read the brochure. This is something that I want to do in my Buddhist practice. And I know that something will come out of it.
This one? Show your mind.
I feel a certain sense of freedom using the large brushes after spending 3 days drawing classic Chinese characters. Taking
Use the entire something like that. And always kind of think about the space inside, but also up and down. Sorry to wreck your paper.
That's okay.
You see yours.
Johnny's own.
Abstract.
Right. It's neat.
Oh, it's a portrait of himself.
The river. Fun. Keep it for you. Go on. All right. Beautiful.
Are you done?
Yeah,
That's cool.
as far as I know.
All right. Oh, excuse me.
Your latest creation?
Water, river,
What's it called?
river,
River.
water.
Water.
Yes.
And how do you feel about this, your last creation?
I'm exhilarated
You're exhilarated? Why? Tell us.
because I pulled it off.
Because you pulled it off?
Lord, I had some assistance.
Uh-huh. And what do you intend to do with this piece of art?
Roll it up and take it home and think more about it. What,
You think you
what
might
to
put it
do
on the
with-
wall?
Yeah, good idea, sure.
Good for you.
Thumbtack it on the wall.
And you're going to call this what?
Water.
Water.
Oh, no, I'm over John. Fine. I'm fine.
Right. This is called a. What is the name of this? The technical name?
Enso.
Enso.
Hopefully hanging up.
Good.
Well, there's.
So please, huh?
Over here, there's short. Well, there's.
In my kind of mind, just being really present, to really appreciate the kind of preciousness of this moment. This is my focus. I don't know about other people. Maybe they have the same intention.